Elfie with the Elfie. I have a note from her. It says, Santa was pretty happy with your choices yesterday. He left you a sweet treat, XXOOJC. The kids are super excited. It's in a little Santa bucket that came from Dollar Tree, I believe. Yeah, I think I got it at Dollar Tree. And it's got Swedish Fish and Sour Patch Kids in it. So, yay, they'll get to have that. I'm also gonna use that bucket to grow candy canes. So that will be next week. We'll put candy cane seeds in there. And if you don't know about that, I'll tell you more about it. You take like peppermint, you know, the little mints, the little round ones, put them down in like Oreo crumbs, or you can get like just chocolate sandwich cookies and crush them up, or chocolate graham cracker crumbs and put them in the bottom of the bucket or whatever. I'm gonna use the Santa bucket. And then you later can like put peppermint sticks down in it. So it looks like it's grown some peppermints. After that, I think the next day or a couple days later, I'm gonna have the actual candy canes coming out with the curve. Like, oh, they grew taller and they're curved now. Yeah, I think that'd be really funny. Welcome to Vlogmas Day 14. Merry Vlogmas. Happy Fri-YAY. It's our last full Friday before break. Woo, we have 4.5 days after this. Yes, I'm doing a countdown. When people ask me how I am, I go, bloop days. That's how I am. We're probably going to have a candy cane day next week, an elf day. We have Grinch day. And then our Christmas party will be in the morning, and our movie day will be in the afternoon on Wednesday. So I'm not sure if I'm going to do much of anything, maybe just Santa stuff. I have an escape room that I want to do that's about using context clues, I believe. And it's a Christmas around the world one, which is great because I am not going to get to all those countries. It's not going to happen. There's no way. And I'm not going to kill myself or drag the kids along in the suicidal mission to do that. But this escape room goes to several different countries, and some of them they've already learned about, but some of them they have not. So that'll be great. And they're going to be taking home their research books so they can read that stuff over the Christmas holiday if they're interested. But I was just very ambitious and it wasn't going to happen. I was going to try to do 4 a week. They're just, with iReady testing and other things going on, like music performances and music practices and people being pulled here, there, and everywhere, it couldn't happen. So that's just what happened with that. So I tried, but you know, you can only do what you can do. And I want it to be fun. I don't want it to be like, oh, we have to find another country. Oh, you know? So that's what happened with that. I wanted to show you this. I'll show you my outfit. This came from Dollar Tree. So you can not rip my face off doing it. Look at this. Okay. Ugh. So I'm probably gonna have permanent marks on my face from this, but check this out. Look at me. Yes, I'm that extra person, but I'm okay. So we have a district-wide, like PLC type thing today, but it's like a talent show deal. And I guess it's ugly sweater day and jeans day and stuff. And I'm like, I'm ready. People are like, you should totally wear that. I'm like, I'm going to. Yeah. And when they look at me, I'm gonna be like, hi, how are you? Merry Christmas. Like what? What are you looking at? Because this is kind of me, you know. I'm extra. I should have a shirt that says I'm extra. Deal with it. Anyway, ugh, I can't wear that very long because honestly it makes my nose sweat. It's gross. And probably all the makeup, and I already have a red nose myself. Yay, because all my makeup came off. Anyway, this is my set of antlers I wore the other day. And they have 3 different settings. I like this one the best. Okay, let me show you my outfit, and then I'm gonna get to my breakfast and get my newsletter done, which I didn't get done last night because I was too tired. I just have a long sleeve red shirt on, and I have, of course, reindeer pants, and these are like lounge pants or whatever, so they're kind of floppy, and so they're I may take my boots off and walk around in slippers today. And then my boots, as always, my red ring I've been wearing. I didn't show you my nails. So these are the same nails I had on before, but then I changed the other ones because one of them had like broken, like right here, it caught on something and ripped. And then I had some that were like, the edges were like wearing on the other ones and they were weird shaped. So these were left over from last year's nails. I had like a Christmas sweater nail that went here that was white and it was bumpy, it was raised, it had texture. But there weren't enough of them, but they were just enough to squeak by to do all the other nails. So I just kind of finagled a hodgepodge set and just kept my sparkles. And I may change them again next week. I don't know. Because these honestly aren't exactly the right size for my nails. I mean, they're a little bit wide, which is why I didn't use them before. But I thought for a few days they'd be okay. So, well, that's those. They're kind of cool Christmas sweaters. All right, let me back up so you can see my whole CrAzY. And then I'm gonna go eat my breakfast. My kiddos are so excited because I kind of banned the stuffed animal thing because they were being a little wackadoo with them, which, I mean, yeah, they're stuffed animals, they're toys, but when we're reading, they're reading pals, right? So I didn't let them play with them. They could hold them, they could snuggle them, they could read with them, they could sit on their laps, the animals, not the kids. And they just were throwing them in the air, they were whacking each other on the head. And I'm like, oh, no. I didn't have trouble with that so much last year. At the very beginning, they goofed around with them, and I said, oh, if your stuffed animal cannot follow our rug rules, it'll have to go back in the cubby and take a nap in the backpack. And I didn't really have trouble with that. I didn't have to take it away from first grade. But second grade, they could not handle it. They got wild and wacky, and I went, nope, I'm sorry. We're gonna have to put those away and not have them out for a while, like for weeks probably. So yesterday I said, you know what, guys? I wanna give you another chance for Furry Friend Friday to see how you do. So you may bring a stuffed animal tomorrow to have out all day, as long as it's not causing trouble. Because today, really, we're gonna do this pre-test, and I'm gonna listen to kids read, and they're gonna work on their gingerbread stories, and we're going to do, one student needs to finish their iReady math test that's sped through it. So it'll get done, it always does. He'll finish it. I have kiddos that are going to go to library right after music, and I said, just bring your books with you to music. We'll drop them off in the library, and when we go upstairs to use the restroom, just go to the library and get new books. And I'm gonna cycle them in and out because it's crunch time for goals, crunch time. And I'm making sure that they have books to read. There's no excuse. I always have 2 books at the listening station that have AR quizzes with them. I've opened up the Dot Library this week so they can get extra books out of there if they can't get to the library. So they have no reason to not have books to read. It's not going to be because they didn't have books available to them that they didn't make their goal. And I want everyone to make their goal. All right, I'm gonna get to making my newsletter, and I'll try to check back in with you later. But at the end of the day, I have to scoot on out of here and get over to the high school because of the big district talent show Christmas blah 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 that's going to happen. Right, I'm gonna get back to it and talk to you later. Oh my goodness. We are all feeling a little stressed today. So the kids, a lot of them have finished their gingerbread stories as far as the draft. They don't have their editing done, but I will help them with that part. So I've told them, oh, if you're finished with your story and you've read through it and it sounds good to you, you're ready to film it into Chatterpix or ChatterKids, whichever one we have. They're both very similar. And they're like, okay. So some of them are like, I don't know how to do this. I'm like, is there a friend that could help this friend navigate or learn how to use Chatterpix? And they're like, yeah, I can help. So I have a lot of very nice, helpful kids in here. So I'm like, great. Because honestly, they will explain it better than I will, and they'll show them exactly how to do things. And probably some other things I don't even know how to do because I don't use it. I know how to do it, but I haven't played with it like they have. So they would know all the little tips and tricks. The problem comes when they cannot access the microphone. You can't read a story without a microphone. There's no sound. So some of my iPads are not set up to allow access to the microphone for whatever reason. And it doesn't show the app so you can allow access from that app. So I don't know what's going on. There's some glitchy things happening. So I'm like, well, if yours isn't working, we might need to just wait for another iPad, okay? We use yours. Mine doesn't have Chatterpix on it, guys. I'm so sorry. Otherwise, you could use mine. You can imagine, I'm trying to reading test at the table back here. Right back there. I have my tree light on. Finally, I got to the point I said, if I see another human being back here, I'm going to lose my mind. Stop coming back here. When you see the light on, you know what that means. Stop coming back here. Ask a friend or wait patiently for a break. Because they were just all like globbing up in front of the table while a kid is reading for their test. And I'm like, what are we doing? We've lost our minds again. Ah! And they're just not thinking. They're just not thinking. They're not trying to be rude. They're not trying to interrupt the reader, but they are. So it got very frustrating. I'm like, guys, come on. You're gonna have to try to solve some problems on your own. And if you can't, then phone a friend to help. And if they can't help, then you're just gonna have to figure out something to occupy your time safely, like reading a book until I'm available. Because that's just the way it's gonna be. So my kids are at recess right now. And I'm taking a breather. I'm kind of surveying the damage of the room, which there's no damage, it's just a mess. The snow is coming off my house here. I'm trying to fix it. The house has walked around a little bit because the girls that have this today are having a great time reading in here, which is what it's for. So I had high hopes for today. And I'm not saying things aren't happening, getting accomplished, but it's not running as smoothly as one would hope. Isn't that always the case? One of these days, I would love to be pleasantly surprised by how smoothly something happens, but I'm not holding out too much hope for that. And we're missing one of our iPads from yesterday. Like when I had my friend plug them all in, he goes, there's one missing. And I'm like, oh, because I didn't loan them out to anyone other than the person I always loan them out to, and we always give them back to each other. So I'm not sure what has happened. I haven't checked my emails though, so there might be something on the email about it. I totally forgot to give them a snack, so we're gonna have Freaky Friday snack when they come back in. And then I think I just need to give them about 10 minutes to finish up whatever they're doing with the iPad situation and move on, because it's maddening. And I'm going to do a directed draw with them because they need a kind of semi-mindless activity because they've been very stressed. But I also need to give them a math test, and I don't want to do it. I don't want to. And we have a presentation this afternoon, so there's no time this afternoon. I'm just going to give it to them Monday. It's probably going to be bad, but it's not going to be any worse than today, honestly. It won't be worse than today. I'm just going to have to wait till Monday because I don't think I can squeeze that in. Like, they're fried. I really think they're fried, and they're not going to do well, and there's no point. How terrible would that be of me, knowing going into that? So yeah, I'll just have to wait till Monday. I didn't really want to do a test on Monday, but it is what it is. It is what it is. That's how it is. Goodness gravy. Okay, none of us for sure know if we're going to have all 4 days of Power Hour, our math intervention / enrichment group next week, but we're assuming that we will because our grade level doesn't go to the movie till the afternoon. So why couldn't we? We could have Power Hour. We might as well, even if like all of kindergarten won't be here and half of first grade. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't affect us. We can still do it. So we might as well just keep the kids in their routine. I'm so happy to say that there was a reminder on my email to take the principal surveys. We had to do one for the VP and one for the P, and I'm done. I did that yesterday. Yay. I have such a headache now. I think I need to take these off. Oh, that might help a little. Oh, that's better. And I took my nose off, as you can see, my Rudy nose, because it was just too much. So I think I'm going to take some medicine and just chill for a few minutes. Then I'm going to go get the kids, and we're going to have our snack and just clean up stuff, because Chatterpix, I found out, only does 30 seconds at a time, and they need at least a minute or minute and a half to do their stories. So I'm telling them to just record it in sections, but then some of the iPads not allowing access to the microphone, and it's just kind of being a pain in the hiney. So I'm just kind of over it. Maybe this was a bad idea. I don't know. A lot of them are doing fine, but many of them are not. Many of them are very stressed out. So I don't know what to tell you. I think I'm going to have them put their stuff on the table, like paperclip it together like we did yesterday, and just say, we're done with that for now because we need a break from it. I did finish one student testing. I listened to another student, and he needs to read at least one more book. The one that I was going to read with yesterday, who's back today, I don't have time to read with. So I said, well, it might not be today. But he's a little, today, a little. So he kept coming up to me today, just, I'm like, please sit down and do your work. I've asked you to do this, go do that. But what about this? That will be later. Focus on this right now. That's later. What about this? Honey, please. Like, you're making me bananas, kid. Go sit down, do your work. Like I would give him, he needed to finish his iReady test. He did that. I said, when you are finished with that, do the lesson that comes up. You told me I didn't have to do my lesson. No, I didn't. I'm sorry if you thought I said that. No. Please do your lesson. Finish my lesson. All right, now you can put the iPad away and do this. And he was not listening when one of our students read the elf note to everyone. I don't know why he wasn't listening, but he's not focusing today at all. I didn't hear the note. What did the note say? You didn't read the note. We did read the note. Where were you? Like, what? I said, okay, I will read the note to you later. Of course, later is like the next 5 seconds from then. I'm like, no, honey, right now we're doing this. Like, work on your story. Quit getting distracted. finally I just said to him, if you will do this, I will go get the note and bring it to you so you can read it. Cool? He's like, yeah. Okay, you stay here. You stay. You do. I walk. You then read. I mean, it was bad. Like, he's just everywhere today. And I'm like, ah. Honestly, when he came in this morning, you know, I said, I'm so glad you're back. Were you sick? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, what was that? Like, okay, you weren't sick? No, he wasn't sick. His dad was sick. Okay, so you couldn't go to school because your dad was sick. So was there no one that could get you to school? I don't know what that was about. Whatever. That's their business. Whatever. So, of course, then every time I talked about something, I didn't know about that. Sweetie, that was yesterday. That's why you don't know about it, because you were gone. You miss stuff when you're not here. It's a bummer. But if you're sick, you need to stay home. He goes, well, I wasn't actually sick. It was my dad. And I'm like, well, when you're gone, you miss stuff, whether you're sick or not, whatever. I don't know. I got to go get my kids, so I'm going to do that. And all of us are kind of like, well, not all of us. Most of us are like, can we just not go to the thing at the end of the day? Because we just want to go home. Yeah, I kind of feel like that too. I kind of feel a little bah humbuggy because we're just all fried. We're all fried and tired. I just want to be done with this week so we can start fresh next week and have fun. So I guess I will plan to do the math test first thing Monday after power hour. Like, I'll give them a snack and a break and probably read them a story or something fun, and then focus them onto their math test and say, you know, do your best, blah, blah, blah. Then be done with that. And then I need to reading test kids. But like I said yesterday, I think, them doing the reading test with me, they don't see it as, oh, it's a test. No, they enjoy reading to me, and I enjoy listening to them. So it's good. The only frustrating thing is when the other students are not respectful and stay quiet enough that we can read and hear each other. You know, I don't expect them to be like nothing, but they shouldn't be just like blah, 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 either. They should be focusing on their work. So it's a happy medium. Yes, I don't expect them to be completely silent, but they should be quiet enough that someone could read. Yep. Okay, enough of that. I'm gonna go do my thing, come back, talk to you later. Hi there, the kids are at lunch and I'm plugging in all the iPads because I won't really have time after school. After dismissal, I need to scoot over to the high school. I'm going to get a ride from my buddy teacher over here so that Caitlin doesn't have to drive over here, get me and take me back to her school, which would make me late anyway because I don't want to miss any of the fun, she said sarcastically. Bah humbug. Anyway, still missing an iPad. It's not good, but goodness. Okay, yep, still missing one. I don't know what happened. We had them all yesterday, and then we didn't have them at the end of the day. So, I don't know. Okay, I've got things done. Oh, I'm gonna put chairs up so the kids don't have to do it. Because basically, when we get back, they're gonna leave. Yeah, this will save a lot of heartache. I've already had them turn in their pencil pouches, and I've already gone through and counted them and separated them so I can mark the kids who don't have all of their pencils, so I can put it on the tracking sheet. Oh my gosh, the desks have walked so far over. It's insane. So we just cleaned up when we got back from recess. And they're like, what about? I said, I know, we'll do it Monday. Like everything's like, we'll do it Monday, we'll do it Monday. Because really, we're gonna have to. So, little zebra guy. Told them they could bring their stuffed animals. That guy was sitting in a chair. He was cute, but the chair needs to go up, dude, so sorry. Okay. Oh my goodness, I'm getting a sniffly nose. The cubbies are a disaster again, but when I have the kids put their backpacks in line to go, they'll clean up. I'll be following them out basically so we can drive away and get over there. It's close to 15 minutes to get to the other campus. All right. Oh, they got to do their 15-minute video today for their Advent thing. We still need a lot of things. Let me throw my keys over here. Whew. Look at all these things I've been collecting for them. We haven't gotten to. So this is something they just do. So this is from Santa's Beard. I just did 2 yesterday. Let someone go ahead of you in line and share a story with a friend. I haven't really done the story one. Oh my goodness, come on. Okay. Write a compliment to someone. Some of them did it and some of them haven't gotten to yet. 15 minutes of Christmas sing-along. Haven't done that. The video we did. I can put that back in there for next year. And 15 minutes of math games, which I will do next week. Whew. I'm just saving these for next year, so I don't have to go through all this again. I'll just have to change what door they go in because it'll be different dates. I'm not sure which one this was. Oh, that works. Whatever hole it fits in. Today we'll pull out this one. Let me do a little sneak peek. 15-minute read with a partner. Oh, that's cool. That'll be good. 15-minute read with a partner. They'll love that, especially next week when might as well because it'll be crazy town. I'm going to go ahead and unplug stuff. Save the nightmare that it will be later. Change all my calendars, do all that stuff. It'll be the 17th when we come back. That just sounds so weird. 17th. I did get my newsletter done. And change the secret word to something. I don't know. I'll figure that out later. Yes, I got the newsletter done. And I even printed it and gave it to the kids. I had them take it off the table. I said, go grab those 2 papers off the table and pack them. Left it home. What about the one that needs to be signed? You decide what to do with it. Because really that one is supposed to be right back to school, but whatever. As long as they take them home, that's the biggest thing. They can get them to their parents. The parents can decide what to do with them later. I'm changing the Terrific Kid to the next one. Oh, I need to change the jobs. I don't wanna. It's another whole deal to do. Oh my goodness. Poor kid did not get his birthday book still. His birthday was, we would have celebrated Monday. Okay, this is done. Oh, I need to do this. This calendar here needs to be changed. And kids, there goes that. Keep knocking these on the floor. I'm tired of picking them up. So I'm just laying them on top here because I'm forever picking them up and I'm not doing it anymore. I'm sick of it. So they need to quit bumping into stuff all the time. They're just like pinballs or something. I don't know. They just bonk into everything. What's up with that? I don't know. They have no spatial relations at all. They just run over everything. Run into each other. They run into me. They step on me. They step on people's things. Because seriously, isn't this wide enough for kids to go through? I think so. I can go through there without running over things. Here's what's happening, I betcha. There's more than one person trying to go through at the same time because they have no patience either. So they're knocking each other down. Yeah. And they run into the pocket chart, which knocks all the cards on the floor, which is great. All right. I had sort of forgotten-ish, not completely forgotten, but kind of forgotten that we had a presentation from a zoo coming this afternoon after lunch. Our lunch is over at 12:25 and the presentation starts at 12:45. So, just discovered a hole in my sock. It feels gross. So those socks are toast unless I can darn my socks, which not likely. They're not wool. Anyway, yeah. So I think we'll have just enough time to come up here. I'm not really sure how they're going to call people. I would think we'd be last because we're in lunch. So the first group of second graders gets out of lunch at 12:25, my group, and the second group gets out at 12:30. So I was thinking, yes, I have such a headache still. Oh, I did not give them their gingerbread cookie today, so I thought I would give them a cookie when we get back from lunch, and they can have that. I haven't had lunch yet. Apply myself with iced coffee. I need to take some medicine too. I did eat breakfast, so I do have that in my system. I think there's a muffin. Give you a muffin, that might help. Okay. I don't think I'll have time to sharpen pencils, but at least I can write down the people that don't have them all. And this girl has way too many, so let me see what's going on in this one. She has so many in here. Get this taken care of. I'm just babbling anyway. and I'll try to check back in with you later, and I'll be doing my carol for the 12 carols of Christmas. It'll be day 2, so stay tuned for that. Deck the halls with boughs of holly, fa la 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 la. 'Tis the season to be jolly, fa la 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 la. Don we now our gay apparel, fa la 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 la. Troll the ancient Yuletide carol, fa la 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 la. Merry Vlogmas.